Welcome back to Cosmeholics Anonymous. I am your favorite girl, Beau Vintage. Sorry, I started doing my makeup and I thought the camera was rolling, but that's neither here nor there. The episode starts off with Jocelyn meeting up with Dime Piece and Melissa. She greets Dime and Melissa and she's actually wondering why nobody else is there. Oh, honey, that was not supposed to happen. It's better it landed on my nose than like on my little robe. Jocelyn is wondering where the other women are, and Melissa has to tell her that all of the other people that Jocelyn invited kindly said no. So basically, Jessica Dime is the only one that showed up, and Jessica Dime is really the only person that had a friendship with Jocelyn before Love and Hip Hop. So like from back in the day. So it kind of makes sense as to why she might want to mend her friendship with Jocelyn, because they were good a long time ago. So Jocelyn says that Jessica Dime showed up with a big attitude, and Jessica basically tells her that she wants to be there because Jocelyn said Jessica looks like she doesn't want to be there, and so Jessica just informs her that no, I do want to be here. If I didn't want to be here, then I wouldn't be here, which makes sense. And then they basically get to talking about their issues, and Jessica asks Jocelyn, like, when she first came to Atlanta, why did she treat her so poorly? And at first, when Jocelyn was in confessional talking, I was like, in confessional she's acting like the same old Jocelyn, but in person when she's with Dime she's acting as though she's a changed woman. And so it was hard for me to read her, and like I just felt like she was not being 100% real. But she did say in her confessional that Dime isn't a scary ass bitch like the other women that did not show up, because Jocelyn just wanted to bury the hatchet with everybody yet again and talk it out, but only one person showed up. Once Jessica confronts Jocelyn, actually apologizes for treating her the way she did, and she admits in confessional that she realizes that she was wrong for treating Dime that way. Dime really seems like she missed Jocelyn's friendship, and that's basically really it. Like there was no major tea here. They didn't really spill too much tea in this scene. They're basically just burying the hatchet and, you know, turning over a new leaf. Quick side note, today I am going to do my makeup with something lighter, which is NC42. I used to use this all the time, but as I've gotten older and my makeup style has changed, I've gotten rid of NC42. Well, not rid of it because I still have this jar, but like I haven't really purchased NC42 to use, and so I'm gonna do my makeup with this so you guys can see the difference. But yeah, back to Love and Hip Hop. So the next scene, Stevie and Savannah, the daughter that moved from Jersey, New York, I don't know where the hell she came from, with her so-called best friend that we think is her girlfriend. She and Stevie are in a car and they pull up to like this like mansion. If I heard correctly, I think Stevie said that this house belongs to his friend and he's allowed to go there. And I was just thinking maybe it's Faith Evans' house. Chat, I don't know. Her and Stevie are not together anymore, so I don't know whose house this is, but he went there, and when they got there, his other daughter was there as well, and she was like there with like paint swatches to, I guess, paint the room. I don't know if she actually gonna paint or if she just acting like she gonna paint, but it is what it is. She was there, and so Stevie basically breaks the news to them that they are going to now be living there as a family again, because his bachelor pad can't hold everybody that he has there right now, so he has to upgrade. Maybe it's Mona's house, child. I don't know whose house it is, but all I know is Stevie is in the building, okay? Oh my god, it's honestly so weird doing my makeup with this concealer because I haven't done it in so long. I feel like I don't even know what I'm doing. But look how much lighter it is in comparison to what I usually do. It's like way light. Like wet lady wet. So his daughters ask him who else is going to be living at this house, and he tells them Bonnie Bella, which is Jocelyn's daughter. He also says, and Jocelyn would be visiting if Bonnie is living there as well. So immediately the girls object. They're like, hell no, she's not visiting. And so he's like to them, you guys don't get to run me. Like, this is my life. if that is my baby's mother, then she will get to visit if she needs, like, you know, if our child's here, she could be here too. And he basically shut that shit all the way down. Then they get to talking about Stevie's oldest son, Dorian, and basically the situation with him is that him and Stevie kind of have like a beef going on right now, or at least during the episode they had a little bit of a beef thing, and the girls are basically just saying that they need to squash that shit because family over everything, blah blah blah, and all that good shit. Okay, before I move on to the next scene, I'm just going to put it out there that Savannah's mother effing eyebrows were horrid. They were too close together and she needs to work on those. And then his other daughter, her damn wig or weave, child, I don't even know, was a hot freaking mess. And I was just like, no, not okay. Not okay. It probably seems like I'm working on my under eye area for a long time, but that's because the concealer is so light that I have to make sure it's mad blended. Like, I'm not about to be out here looking like Casper the Friendly Ghost. In the next scene, it's Mariah and this platinum blonde wig. She looks like a piranha with a wig on. Like, I can't deal with her. I can't. But she's at some venue walking around with this lady, and she's basically saying that she wants to open a nightclub because she's tired of working for Sierra. She wants to do her own thing now. She mentions the fact that she needs a sponsor to make her dreams come true. Sorry, no, she said an investor, but I called it a sponsor, okay? And we all know who she's gonna be looking at. She's gonna be looking at Sierra's husband, Pow Pow. We ain't gonna call him Shooter ever again, okay? His name is not Shooter. I'm sorry, because I don't need nobody confusing when I'm saying this Shooter or talking about my Shooter. Like, no, it's not happening. So we're gonna call him Pow Pow. So she basically wants Pow Pow to be her damn sugar daddy, sponsor, whatever, and fund this club that she's trying to open. I'm like, so supposedly he gave her that stack in the last episode. Why can't she use that to fund the business? I don't get it. Oh, that's right, because the money was fake. Anyway, in confessional, she claims that Pow Pow breaks her about $1,000 every time he sees her. And I said, that sounds like some prostitution stuff right there, honey. He giving her $1,000 for that top and that bottom. Okay, that is the only reason why he's giving her $1,000 every time he sees her. She's giving him something in return. He is a sugar daddy. He is getting out of her whatever he wants, and she's getting out of him some funds. Pow Pow actually walks into this empty ass construction venue, and he was looking a little confused at first, and he said to her that he thought somebody died with the way that she was calling down his phone. And so he shows up to this place now. Mariah tells him, you know, I've been telling you that I'm tired of working for Sierra and I want to do my own thing. Well, I want to open a nightclub, blah, 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 blah. So he's like, what the hell that got to do with me? And I was like, really, nigga? You don't know what that has to do with you? She is going to ask you for money. So she continues, I look crazy, right? How to never do your makeup. So she tells him she needs $100,000. And I said, hold on now. Sorry, why did I just lie? Did I just lie? I did not mean to say 100,000. She said she needs 70,000. I did not mean to say 100,000. I don't know where that came from. I'm tired, y'all. So she said she needed $70,000 to fund this little place. And I was just like, how is she so bold to ask this man for $70,000? Like, something has got to give. There's no way that she could be this bold. Like, she's actually mad bold. I don't understand where her boldness comes from, because she's so little. Like, no. So yeah, she tells him she needs $70,000 for this soon-to-be failed business venture, okay? Like, somebody's always trying to do something on Love and Hip Hop. Somebody's always trying to open a club, open a restaurant. Like, everybody's always fishing to do something. Anyway, he basically tells her he does not have the money to be giving her this. Like, he doesn't even understand why she even would think that he has the money to give her that, and why he even would. Like, to give somebody $1,000 for some top, okay. Why am I saying okay like it's okay? But, like, seriously, to give somebody $1,000 when you see them, okay, whatever. But to dish out $70K for a business venture that you are not even sure is going to work out, which person is going to do that? Like, I don't know what Mariah's headspace is. I don't know why she thinks this. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. He told her what she needs to do is go to the damn bank and get a loan, and I was dying. I'm like, actually, yeah, he's very right. That's what she needs to do, because I don't know why she's trying to tell this man that he has to pay for her damn club. Like, where they do that at? Why would you even want somebody to pay for 100% of your business venture? Like, why wouldn't you want to be able to say that you did it on your own? You know what I mean? Like, I don't really get that. That's like, you know, she's a bum ass bitch. Like, she's a bum for real. So then she starts bringing the extortion talks again, basically telling him that in order to keep the little secret they have, that he's gonna have to shell out this $70,000. And I said, boo, you tried it. So I'm watching this show with Shooter, and Shooter's like, you gonna have to tell my wife. And I was just like, nigga, who? Which wife? Which wife? But I agreed with him 100%. I would too. I'd be like, you could go tell her, because I'm not giving you $70,000. Like, you're not about to extort me out of my coin. No, it's not happening. So you're gonna have to go run and tell my wife, my husband, whoever, because you ain't getting a dime out of me, okay? Not a dime, not a nickel, not a penny. Realistically, Mariah was pushing her luck at this point, because it's just like, how are you really gonna make this man come down here to tell him that you are milking him for $70,000 to pay for a club just because y'all had sex and he's married? It don't work like that, boo. Like, he's not some rich African prince. I found it peculiar though that they were both dressed in all white. I don't know if that was planned. I don't know if the wardrobe people had anything to do with that, but it was interesting to see. Pow Pow basically ends up telling her he's not giving her any more money, and it is what it is. If she feels like she has to go and tell Sierra, then do that. He basically willing to risk it all because he's not giving this girl another dime. Like, every single time he sees her, she's trying to extort the man. It's not even like she's being sweet about it. Like, she's literally there threatening him every single time. That's not how you finesse. That's not how you do it. So in the next scene, we are at the radio station, and Jock is here with his intern, Miss Treasure P. Treasure P and Jock basically go off to the side, and they are discussing Jock's love life for whatever reason. Treasure P seems like, or thinks that she should be readily involved in his love life, and so she is talking to him about Tommy and Carly Red, and she's trying to get the tea so that her ass can run back and tell his baby mama Cena. She tells Jock like she feels obligated to tell Cena about both Carly Red and Tommy because that's her homegirl and they're close and blah 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 blah. And Jock basically tells her, no, you're not obligated to do shit, bitch. Like, you are not a private investigator. You don't work for nobody. You work for me. You're my intern. You don't need to be running back and telling Cena anything. You know, she's kind of smart for talking to him first to see how he would react to her saying that, because she might have lost a little internship if she went and just went to go open her mouth. But I'm just like, why is she trying to... But yeah, he wasn't having that. Like, he was like, no, not today, Satan. No, you're not going to tell Cena anything. So to basically diffuse that situation, he gives her insight on the fact that Rod and Cena have something going on. I guess he was just trying to like tell her, like, even if I am doing this, who cares, because Cena's out here messing with my good friend Rod. And so homegirl's in disbelief. She's like, I don't believe that. I don't. Like, nobody asked you to believe it. It's not even any of your business. He's just telling you because he's saying that he's a grown-ass man and he can do what he wants. The same way Cena is out here sleeping, or not sleeping, but messing with his good friend. And so Treasure P needs to just stay her little ass over there in the corner and mind her damn business before Tommy busts her ass again. That's it. So in the next scene, Mimi and Mariah meet up. Lovely Mimi, by the way, meet up, and they're supposed to be doing yoga, but of course, because this is Love and Hip Hop, no yoga was happening. So they're basically catching up, I guess, since their last little dates that went very wrong because lovely Mimi and Sierra ended up popping off. Mariah ends up telling her that she is sleeping with Pow Pow. Now, ciao. Mimi is a married woman and she made it very clear that she's not here for home wrecking people. She is not, like, she's just not here for it because she's married and she feels as though other women and husbands should respect the marriage, should respect people's wedding vows. And I agree with that 100%. It is up to your husband to remain faithful. It is up to your husband to be a good husband. But when it comes to other women, they shouldn't be going out of their way to throw themselves at married men, okay? Now, honey, that's not cute. Mariah reveals that the first time her and Pow Pow hooked up was the night of his wife's book signing. And what happened was his wife asked Mariah to take him home because he was too drunk at the book signing. And I'm just like, why are you asking another lady to bring your man home? Go sit his ass in the car and bring him home when you're done your book signing, or like send him home with one of his boys. Like, you know what I mean? Do not send your assistant to bring your, I don't know. I don't know. I ain't sending my no thought ass assistant to bring my husband anywhere. My husband should know his damn drinking limits to not be so drunk at my book signing that he needs to even be taken home. Like, where they do that at? Where? Let me know. So So Mariah tells Mimi that basically Sierra is not paying her enough, so she's going to get the money out of her man. And I'm just like, what the hell? You knew how much your job was gonna pay before you took it. So you're telling me that because, say you're working at mother effing garage, okay? And all of a sudden, you feel as though you need a raise, but they're not gonna give it to you. You're telling me you're gonna sleep with your bosses, your manager, sorry, because ain't no boss, bitch. You're gonna go sleep with the manager of garage's husband? Is that what you're telling me right now? Because he's gonna give you the difference? I don't know what kind of hoe ass shit the bitches are on in 2017, but I am not here for it at all. Like, I never even heard anything of the sort before. I'm like, there is zero logic in her logic. There's no sense in it at all. Like, it makes no sense. So I'm watching this scene and I'm just like, this lady is whack as hell. Like, Mariah needs Jesus. She does. By the end of the scene, lovely Mimi is like pleading basically with Mariah to stop sleeping with Sierra's husband. Just because morally it's not right. It's one thing if you don't know somebody's married and you end up sleeping with them and then you find out that they're married and then you stop sleeping with them. But if you are sleeping with somebody and you know they are married, honey, there is something wrong with you. Like, who does that? Who? Let me know. Like, where in what world is that okay? There might be a world that's okay, but not this world, honey. No, okay? No. Monogamy. So in this next scene, Stevie meets up with his long lost son, Dorian, who he has the beef with, at a pool hall, and basically they are there to hash out their differences. The first thing I noticed was how strong Stevie's damn genes are. All of his kids look just like him. It's scary. And this one son looks just like him. Like, Stevie just has like an undeniable nose, and his son was mad cute too. He's a little cutie pie, but like his son and him look alike. Like, they were twins AF. You guys probably noticed this, but like every other word when they were talking was and all that. Like, every other word they were like, why you doing that and all that? Like, everything was and all that. I'm like, you guys are New York AF. I can't even deal. Can you guys bring me some Atlanta slang, honey? Like, why are they so New York but living in Atlanta? Why? Oh, this highlighter, I can't. I just want to pack it on, and I don't like when my highlighter looks chunky, but gold deposit is life. So this scene is actually quite nice. It is a nice little love scene. Love is definitely in the air, And I'm glad that they were able to hash out whatever problems they had with each other and, you know, be grown men about it. Father, son about it, whatever you want to call it. Stevie summons Dorian to play him in pool, and Dorian basically asked him if he wants to put some money on the game, and Stevie said that he can't put no money on the game. He don't gamble no more because he gotta save all his coin if Bonnie Bella is his. And I freaking fell out. I said, Stevie, you're too much. He is too damn much, but it's true. Y'all, if you got somebody pregnant, you better start saving your coin, hunty. So in this next scene, Jock heads over to Miss Cena's house to pick a bone. And the first thing I need to know is, why the hell does Cena have a nanny? Like, And the kids wanted to be with the nanny. They did not want to be with Cena. Okay, the kids were like crying because they were with Cena, well, one of the twins. And then she's like, do you want to go back with Shorty? And the baby said yeah, she didn't want to be on camera with all these people around and stuff in her living room. She just wanted to go hang out with Shorty. So Shorty came and took the babies and went about her business. And so Jock is now pressing Cena. So Jock starts telling Cena the business in regards to Kirk and all that drama that's been going on, because he needs to get to the point of Rod. And so he gets to Rod and basically asks Cena what the deal is with him. And Cena says, we're dating. And so Jock loses it. Like, he is not having it at all. He played it real cool when Rod told him, but when he was checking Cena, honey, it was a whole other story. He was in his feelings, okay? Like a Twinkie, bitch. He was not happy. So at this point, Jock is feeling disrespected. And the reason is because Cena's his baby mother. Rod is one of his good friends, apparently. And this is just not a good look for any of them. And so he's just not happy with it. He's not feeling it at all. He doesn't want anything to do with that. And so he starts getting a little irate. And Cena is smiling and like, Jock, like, you're being mad extra right now, blah, blah, blah. She keeps calling him extra and she's smiling and stuff. But I could tell that behind that laughter, honey, okay? Behind the laughter, she knew damn well she did not want to play with Jock today, because Jock said, whatever, just make sure that nigga ain't around my kids. And if you bring him around my kids, you gonna find out what I'm gonna do. Okay, so he told her. He was telling Cena. Matter of fact, before he even said that, he was sitting on the couch beside Cena. He was saying what he had to say to her. And Jock said, I'm a real ass nigga. And he gets up and he starts walking to the door. I said, nigga, you have a perm. A perm. And this ain't the 80s, the 70s, or the 60s for you to have a perm. Okay, you are not a pimp. I don't know, but you don't need to have a perm. So I don't know about real ass nigga, but I could tell he was real serious about them kids. I could tell he was trying to hurt Cena's feelings, because he did say to her, I only came here to see my kids anyway, which we heard from Treasure that Cena is definitely hoping for a relationship with Jock again. I mean, so I don't know. It's messy, and I'm kind of here for it. Stevie goes to the DNA testing center and is there to obviously get tested. They told him he will get his results back within 7 to 10 days, and we already know that he is the daddy. He got his results back a long time ago, so he is Jocelyn's baby daddy, in case you didn't know. He is Bonnie's dad. What am I gonna do with my eyes today? I really fuck with this palette heavy, so I might use this. I know I'm doing a lot of MAC today. My videos have been a lot of MAC going on lately, but you know what? It is what it is. For a long time, I abandoned MAC, so y'all can't be mad at me when I'm kind of like, every video is like MAC, 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 MAC. Okay, because I abandoned MAC and I went out and I stopped shopping there for a little while, and I was at Sephora all the damn time. I was buying stuff from Sephora to try stuff at Sephora, and now I'm back at MAC and I missed it like nobody's business. So I do, like, I keep using MAC products, but don't worry you guys, I will bring back Penny for a Penny and all that stuff momentarily. I just need to enjoy this MAC binge, okay? So the next scene, Jocelyn is shooting her music video for this song that she invited all the women to be a part of. It has a random ass cast, and I'm just like, is this song real? Because I don't understand what is going on. At the video shoot, she has Mama D, Dawn, and Lovely Mimi, and she's also waiting for other people to show up. This part was very scripted, and it was obvious because of how things played out. Dro is Jocelyn's good friend, and he sent over Sierra to be a part of the video too. Jocelyn didn't know no damn Sierra, okay? So she was just coming to be in the video. Sierra and Mimi have issues, and so it was just an obvious setup by Mona so that Mimi could tell or spill the tea about Pow Pow. So I'm watching this all unfold, and I'm like, this about to be messy as hell, okay? After Jocelyn's introduction to Sierra, Mimi kind of, I guess, addresses the fact that her and Sierra don't really like each other, or that they haven't really seen each other since the altercation. And it's really a lot of shade being thrown right now, but not too much shade, just enough shade to keep you cool, you know. And Sierra's basically saying like she doesn't have no issue right now, like she's good, she's dripped in $15,000 worth of child I don't know what, because I was looking at her outfit and I was looking at her necklace. Okay, notice I did not say necklaces, and I did not see $15,000 worth of anything, child. I don't know if she meant $15, but I didn't see $15,000 worth of anything. Maybe I just don't have an eye for fashion. But if she was dressed in $15,000 worth of stuff, she needed to get her damn money back, because she don't look it, okay? She definitely did not look it. She looked like she got that shit at Sirens, bitch. Bitch Rainbow, okay? So in confessional, Mimi is basically saying that she's really contemplating telling homegirl about what she knows about Pow Pow, because just as a woman, as a married woman, you know, she would want somebody to tell her if they knew that, even if they weren't on good terms, I guess. And so that's her whole point right now. It's just, I guess, a respect thing. I don't know. So they get to talking, and Sierra basically apologizes for whatever's happened between them, and Mimi is very grateful for this apology. And so that is when she decided that she was going to spill the tea. But she said, I don't want to have any drama with you right now, because I know you have a lot of other drama going on right now, so you know I don't want to be a part of that. And so when she said that, Sierra got confused, and she's like, drama at the shop? My shop's good, like I don't have any drama, what are you talking about? Sierra was lost in the sauce, okay? She was very, very lost. She had no idea what Mimi was talking about. The bitch was confused, okay? So she's trying to understand now, and Mimi decides to give it to her straight, no chaser. She takes a deep breath, and she lets it all hang out, y'all. She told the girl, Mariah is fucking your man. Mariah is fucking your husband, okay? And I said, hold on now. Mimi, you couldn't like ease in? Like Mimi she just went straight in for the kill. She didn't even ease into it. She literally gave it to her straight, no chaser. And I was stunned. I was actually stunned. I was like, you can't just tell people that. Like, you gotta like ease into that. You can't just out the gate just say it. But I guess what else is there to say, really? She doesn't really know her, so she needs to just get it off her chest and tell the lady what she knows. I don't know how I felt about her telling this, because I was just like, I would not want to hear that from a complete stranger, but at the same time, I rather find out sooner than later, you know what I mean? Like, who's to say she would have ever found out if the streets didn't start talking, you know what I mean? If Mariah didn't start opening her mouth to people and telling people that she's having sex with the lady husband. It's tough to say, you know, it's really tough to say. So Sierra is in mad disbelief. Like, her face turns to stone, and she's kind of like, you know, what did you say? Like, huh, run that back by me again? Like, she's not here for the foolery at all. So she's telling Mimi, like, I don't believe you, and Mimi's like, no, like, I'm being for real, like, you gotta confront her. And I was just like, why is Mimi saying this like it's so casual? I couldn't even deal. But she was really just trying to be helpful, and it kind of backfired. So Sierra ends up being upset at Mimi because she feels as though Mimi's just evil and is making stuff up to, I don't know. And I'm just like, what would Mimi have to gain by telling you that? And so Mimi's trying to tell her, like, Mariah told me that. Like, that's word from Mariah's mouth. Like, I'm not making that up. Like, you know, you gotta check your assistant and check your husband. Don't check me. And I agree with that 100%. Even though it wasn't really Mimi's place to tell her. The point is, the cat is out the bag, so she needs to just go handle that. So Sierra tells Jocelyn, like, I gotta go. Like, I need my phone, something. Like, she was actually freaking out when she heard this. She didn't know what to do. The way she reacted to the situation, it kind of made me feel like she had a feeling, but she just has been denying it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's been ignoring the feeling because who wants to face that their assistant and their husband is fighting? Nobody. Nobody. So yeah, Sierra's pissed at Mimi and basically starts to try to comfort Mimi because she doesn't know what else to do in this moment, and she's stressed the frig out. Like, she just found out that her man and assistant are having an affair. What would you do? So she disses Mimi's teeth and Mimi gets mad immediately. She basically wants to fight her, but the security is in the way, so Mimi can't really get to her. Duh. Love and hip hop. But Mimi basically tells her, like, you're mad at the wrong person right now, and Sierra just leaves in disbelief, utter disbelief. She's like, nope, can't be true. So then lovely Mimi ends up apologizing to Jocelyn for causing commotion, of course, and then Dime walks in shortly after. Dawn is shocked, okay, because she had no idea that Jocelyn had made up with Dime. Jocelyn did not tell Dawn that her and Dime are cool again. So she was pissed. Okay, she was pissed. Let me get this liner quick because I'm trying to do a floating liner right now and I can't mess it up. Promise the birds in my area don't sleep, or maybe they're snoring, but like it's not even that late and they outside chirping away like it's 5 a.m. or something. So Dime and Dawn basically end up having to squash their little beef because they actually do really like each other and they don't really have a real reason to be beefing. And Dime, so Dime is just like, it's done, like it's been done, I'm over that stuff, like blah blah blah. And they hug it out and they're in love again and all is good in the hood. The video shoot looked a damn mess. I didn't get to YouTube it yet. I'm not sure if the video has been released. In this last, honey, and final scene, I feel like this episode was mad short today. So this last and final scene, Miss Sierra is outside. I'm outside half naked. That's not how the song goes, but I was trying to make it go with the show. Like, anyway. She's outside waiting for her husband to show up. She's outside texting the hell out of everybody and anybody, child. She is just not a happy camper right now. Like, she's genuinely upset. She's shook. She don't know how to take the information that was just given to her by lovely Mimi. So she's waiting for her husband to pull uppeth, and finally he pulls up and she addresses that ass with the quickness. She ain't waiting for nobody or anything. She addresses him about Mariah, and this nigga has that look on his face where he know he caught. Like, he just knows he's caught and there's no getting out of it at this point. She doesn't even want to hear what he has to say. Like, she is asking for him to tell her the truth, but she doesn't want to hear that. You know, nobody wants to hear that their husband is out here acting unholy, child. Like, nobody wants to hear that. So he's out here looking guilty than a motherfucker, and security is 100% on standby because they already know a woman scorned, child. Oh my gosh. Security couldn't hold me in this situation. I'll tell you that right now. Security's not holding me. No, they are not. She was 100% ready to beat his ass. She tried to run to get to him to beat his ass, and it just was not happening. Okay, security said, not today. And they got that ass and made sure she wasn't able to get to her husband. Let her be her husband. She just found out this man been cheating with her assistant. Let her beat him. Why are they stopping greatness? Like, let her be great and let her beat her man, because you're not about to be cheating with my assistant, giving her money on top of that, and I'm not gonna beat your ass and then divorce you. Okay? Like, come get this ass whooping real quick, please. These belladonna lashes, yes. So of course, Love and Hip Hop makes Mariah pull up. Mariah is alleging that she got a 911 text from Miss Sierra. But if that was the case, wouldn't she have driven her car? Or does she not have a car? If it was a 911, I don't see why she would pull up in a white production van. I'm pretty sure the producers set the shit up because the show is scripted AF. So in confessional, Mariah's dumbass actually thinks that Pow Pow told his wife that he was sleeping with her. No, bitch. Mimi, lovely Mimi, told his wife that you were sleeping with her husband. That is what happened. So Mariah is in confessional calling Pow Pow all kind of idiots and stupids, and she's looking hella dumb because he's not the one that told her. Like, he would have no reason to tell her. But she's thinking that he was so shook, she had him so shook that he decided that he was gonna tell her. And so she's just like how she was never even going to tell Sierra. She was just threatening him because she was trying to get money out of him. So Sierra's heated at this point, and she tries to actually pop Mariah. And I'm not sure if she had contact or if Mariah just flinched because she saw it coming, but I'm pretty sure she had a little, she gave Mariah a little tap, a little tappy tap. And security obviously was standing between them, and that's why she couldn't actually fight her. But like, why aren't you fighting your husband? I'm confused. Like, so Mariah is trying to talk to Sierra, and she is trying to place all of the blame on Pow Pow. And I'm just like, how are you going to try to blame everything on Pow Pow? Yes, he knew he was married. Yes, he is obligated to stay faithful to his wife. But you are not about to try to put all the heat on him when you're just as guilty, because you know he's married too, but you still decided to spread your legs, and it wasn't a one-time thing either. You decided to not only spread your legs, but milk him out of money, and on top of that, you were just in confessional talking about you were not going to tell her anyway. So what are you even saying? So Sierra actually ends up leaving because she is quote-unquote too player for this shit. And I was just like, bitch, me too, bitch. I would not be out here dealing with this right now. Like, this is stupid. Mariah and Pow Pow were in the parking lot arguing like two people that have been fucking. So it's just like, why am I even out here? This is embarrassing. I'm not gonna stand out here and like watch this go down between my husband and another woman. Like, negative. And so by the end of this, Mariah was trying to call Pow Pow a rat because she was under the impression that he told his wife. So he turns around and says, no, bitch, lovely Mimi told my wife, not me. Get your facts straight, because you ran your mouth and told lovely Mimi our business, and so that's why it got back to our wife. Because you couldn't keep your mouth shut. So bitch, you're the rat. Okay, you're the rat. I was like, yes, he's very right. You are the rat. Because I don't know why you're out here gloating about sleeping with married men. When has that ever been a cute thing? Like, that's not cute. It's not fetch. So yeah, that's basically how the episode ended. I felt like this episode was a little short today. Maybe it wasn't so short, but it was boring, and that's basically what it was.